is everybody ready to kind of dive in? I have one question for Kevin, and then I'll get you guys to sort of summarize the last session. Kevin, since you're the note keeper,
Sure.
Do I have it right that we are Summer Wane the 5th, end of Q1? Does that sound right? Okay, cool. So basically noon when you guys got off the river and approached the tower and all that sort of stuff, right? End of the first quarter. But who wants to summarize? Wayne, Phil, Sean. I'm not going to lean on Kevin this time because he always has the notes.
Kevin always knows what's going on.
He does.
His characters don't, but
Was the fox the last session? Oh, okay.
It was.
So we traveled by water on Lake Varda, northwest-ish, where we, after the Harpy battle, I think is where we started.
Yep.
Made landfall to rest, and then myself and Wayne's character, of course I know Wayne's character's name is Askelon, were approached by a fox. Well, he was approached by a fox, and I think I woke up or realized it. Stayed a distance, and then the fox talked or spoke to Askelon and wanted to make a deal about a song, or asked if Askelon knew a song or something of that nature, and asked him to sing it, and then took ownership of that song, and he was no longer able to sing that song ever again.
He wanted one of you.
Did he?
And I gave it.
Right.
And I gave him the song instead.
That's right.
Yeah.
Bargain.
This is how a telephone game works, where people tell the story incorrectly.
Yes.
From one to the next to the next to the next.
Right.
you're doing great.
Yeah. And so then the song was sung. He was like, okay, great, but you got to be out of this area by dawn. And then we said, okay, great. We were gone, but not before dawn. Like we were right on the cusp. We got in the boats and then took off. And then he appeared and then followed us along the coast. And then we kept going. I don't think we made landfall until we got down to the tower where we currently are, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. If you look at the map, you can see a pretty straight shot from where Grelf the Fox is to the ruined tower.
Right. So we went and kept going and saw the ruined tower that looked like an outpost that would have been in place to kind of handle the waterway where that's that inlet or river there into the Lake Varda, but seems abandoned from the outside. So we beached the boats and made our way towards the tower. Not quite sure why we did, probably because of the timing and the lateness in the day, I'm guessing. And then there was something in the tower, which we think might be the surviving harpy miles away. And then Harrigan said, okay, that's all for the session, and then would fade to black.
That's a wrap.
Did I hit everything, or did I miss anything?
Just the tower and the water that had the light in it, and the sea monster. Those were the two things.
Oh,
Sea
yeah.
monster.
Oh, yeah.
Small detail. Sea monster. Which we
We
happened to
don't
dodge.
know it was a sea monster. You're not sure.
Well, that's what we're calling it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Actually, Sean, you did great. Yeah, there are a few little things here and there, but nothing big. I don't think that you missed. You basically made really good time once you hit the water, right? You kind of powered down through like 4 hexes, I think. Yeah. Didn't approach the tower with the light on it when it was dark. Left the thing in the water behind. Made ground. Beached the boats. Boats are in, I think, decent shape, right?
We did have a problem with one of the boats, but I think we've rectified that. That's another detail that was me and Koss got into it a little bit.
That's right.
Wondering how
That
he
is right.
could have possibly repaired the boat with the hole in it. Conn, not Conn. I'm Stas. He's Conn. There is no cost.
There's no
No,
mix
there is. That's what Askelon and I call you to
Oh.
when you're in the boat
in the
together.
boat. Yeah. Yeah. And so one reminder, where you put into shore with the boats, the lake is narrowing and narrowing and narrowing, right? And you can see there are shoals to the south. The water's starting to get rougher as it drains out of the lake. So there is a way to keep going should you decide to do so. You could take the waterway that leads from the lake to the east, or you can take the land. I'm not remembering exactly why you guys approached the tower, other than maybe let's see what's inside of it, because it looked visibly ancient and abandoned, right? Anybody remember why you guys decided to let's go up to that thing and knock on the door?
I think it was because it was a ruin and we wanted to check it out.
Yeah, I think so too.
Maybe. I think we got not murder hobo-y. We got let's go see if we can find some stuff.
We got rogues and raidery.
Yeah.
You did.
Yep.
You did. And that, I mean, Askelon, you have that kind of as a core conceit for your character, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
to explore ruins and that sort of thing.
Was the stone was described, even though it was old, like it looked sturdy, didn't it? Even though some of the wooden parts were kind of falling off.
Exactly right. So the stone, while weathered, is in pretty solid shape. And if you remember, even Garm saw that inside when he looked up at like the superstructure. All the wood was essentially rotten and gone and kind of collapsed, but the stonework is still intact. What it gets at, Phil, is that it could be rebuilt. It could really be a stout place because the stonework is still pretty good, but none of the wood's any good anymore. You might even remember that the door was in bad shape.
Yeah.
Some of the stone steps outside, you guys partially collapsed trying to climb up them, that sort of thing. Yeah, that's you.
Yeah. And didn't you also suggest too that if it was to become a stronghold, it had a great vantage point, obviously, of the surrounding area, and you'd be able to control river trade? Wasn't that like you threw a couple of lures at us? I thought.
Right. Yep.
Exactly right, including. There are ruins down closer to the river, which are indicative of like there used to be piers, or there used to be some structures down on the water. So it definitely looks like this guarded the waterway and allowed and prevented access to it, likely controlling trade through this little sort of area, right?
This
Good
would
memory,
be
Phil.
a great stronghold. Just
Were it
saying.
not full of
Pregnant
Well,
pause.
we can get rid of the varmints, and we could have a little enterprise here.
our Bitter Reach game is about to turn into a beach party, but in
We're
a tower.
finally going to see what the stronghold rules do.
Break out your spreadsheets.
Right.
Oh dear. All right, Kevin, you're the official note keeper. Did we miss anything big in this relatively robust recap here?
No, I don't think we necessarily missed anything big. The only thing we kind of noticed was Grelf, the fox, followed us until we hit that like river inlet.
Yep.
And then that's when he quit following us.
Up there.
Right.
Yeah. And we technically slept like down here.
Yeah, you're right.
The night before.
Yeah.
We put in and you guys slept. I did not. I kept watch.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. So I'm sleepy on top of a few other things. It's fine. It's fine. And otherwise, yeah.
So that explains it. You went the 4 hexes from Grelf, put in, slept on the shore, and then put out. And the first half of Q1, you went a hex. The second half of Q1, you were approaching the tower, basically, right?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I had to put my armor on and stuff like that too.
That's right. Okay. All right. Well, without further ado, then we can rejoin the action, which was the orc thundering through the door and trying to break it down and only being partly successful and tripping himself on the splinters of wood that didn't move at knee level and below, and falling into the gloom. I think we described that the interior of the tower is pitch black, but punctuated by these streams of light that are like shooting across from the various, arrow holes. What are those called, guys? I'm afraid of the name of those. They're not crenellations, but they're something like that.
Arrow slits.
Arrow slits or something. Yeah. They have a name. In any case, there's light streaming in through those, and probably some from the roof as well, since the roof would be partially wooden. At least where you would access it, right? So I would imagine there's a bit of daylight up there as well. So I shouldn't say pitch black, but it's very dark. But what we described as he looked up was a figure with these softly glowing eyes, not like blazing eyes that kind of like glow in the dark, not even like you're shining a flashlight at something, more like they're just a lighter color than everything behind it, right? So you can kind of see the two eyes. And there was a hiss and a growl and a flash of claws as it dropped down from like a higher level in the tower right towards where Garm was laying on the ground. And I think we're going to... I think what we're going to start with is pulling initiative cards. That's what I think we're going to start with. And three of you are outside, however, and not really knowing what's going on, right? So we'll have to make sure you're taking actions that make sense. But let me reshuffle the deck, reset the initiative deck, and we have to actually.
So a little dictionary fun. Those are actually referred to as loopholes.
Loopholes. Thank you, Wayne, for looking that up.
When you think about what a loophole is, kind of makes some sense. Or an arrow loop, but yeah.
Arrow loop may be what I was thinking of. I knew they had like a specific medieval name. There you go. Cool. Thank you. All right. So we need to get. Where are we doing combat before? We have everybody's token on the front page. Is that right?
Right.
The welcome to Forbidden Lands. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, cool. It put a sleepy icon on my token.
Oh, look at that.
What? Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Oh.
And I've got a harpy already here. I wonder if I need that harpy.
Totally don't. Totally didn't. It's just a crow.
So I've discovered something that I struggle with this game. I'd like to introduce some things that are not really revealed yet, but there's no way for me to get them into the initiative action yet.
Right.
Let's not worry about that. Let's do the following. Garm, landing in front of you, indeed, are these two big claws, and there's a ruffle of wings. And you hear, "Killed my sisters!" And it is indeed the harpy. The same harpy that scooped up her dead sister and the head of her beheaded sister and flew away with them sort of in tow as best she could. So let me get the initiative stuff going here. So I think I need to draw a box around all of you. And I need to do this. Did that work?
I think you need to end the combat. I think we were still...
I do. I see it. Forgive me.
What's the problem?
You're good.
No active encounter. Okay. So you should now be able to draw a card. The harpy's going to draw 2 cards because
That's not allowed.
An advantage. Did I have somebody else selected? For Pete's sake. Let me try this again. Did you guys
It drew 2 cards for you, but it just left them.
Yeah, it didn't assign one, but I can assign one, I think, can I?
Yeah. You can just grab the 2.
I can grab the 2, can I?
Or just type in the 2.
I think you can,
Well,
you right click on the harpies, you could just change the number.
I thought we discovered we couldn't do that last time, but I just did it. There you go.
Gee, I don't know that I want to be second. Anybody want to switch initiative with me?
I can.
You can, because you can talk to each other, right?
Right.
So
I can, or if you want, like Stas to go earlier, or Conn, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I can go earlier.
I'm not terribly fighty. I can cast my spell.
I could go earlier. I could switch with you.
All right, can you switch? Can you do that for us?
I can when it's your turn. I can. It's not your turn yet.
Sweet.
And cool. I'm going to make Garm role play out what he says to make the swap. Why you're actually able to kind of go before he does, type of thing.
Oh, I don't think I'm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Askelon, not Garm.
Oh, yeah.
Askelon is second.
How about
in
if
order.
I just call out his name? Is Stas outside? Isn't Stas outside?
I think Conn, Stas, and Askelon are all right outside the door. Yeah. Remember, you're on like a platform, like a.
How about I hear
5x8.
the harpy say that, and I basically step out of the door and go, Stas.
Okay, give me 1 sec here. Alrighty then. Is there a way for me to roll this? Okay. And it's a monster, so Garm on the ground cannot block, right? Can you dodge when you're already prone?
That's a good question. I don't know. Let's see.
I'd probably let you do it. I might give you a negative die to do it, and you'd end up further prone, still prone.
Then I'd have to get up, which I'm gonna have to do anyway. Yeah. No, I'm fine trying to dodge.
Yeah, let's see what the result of the roll is, because you may not have to do it at all, right?
Right. Yeah. Get on the right page. Okay, so I'm dodging. I have a -1.
You will, but don't dodge yet, because you may not even need to.
Oh, okay. Oh,
let me roll this attack first. So the harpy comes forward, screeching, wings fluttering, horrendous smell. Every time she flaps her wings, you get hit by something wet, kind of hits you coming off of her. You're not even sure what it is, but it's pretty nasty. But she attempts to. She kind of does a little hop leap into the air, tries to grab you with both claws and haul you back up towards the top of the tower. So she's going to try to haul your ass right out of the rubble that you're in into the top of the tower here. And I think, I don't care if you see this.
Ooh.
1 success. All right. So if you are going to try to dodge, roll your dodge, and you have a penalty of 1 die for being on the ground already.
Okay, sure. I'll try to roll out of the way.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to remember. Do I put in -1 as a modifier? Did we figure out that didn't really work? Or do I just subtract a move die?
I don't remember. I thought
it did work.
I thought it did work.
Okay.
If it doesn't, we can have you roll again, or we can just drop off the die
Okay.
manually. The last die that gets rolled is the one that I would drop off.
Perfect. Here we go. I try to roll out of the way.
Oh.
It did the dice correctly.
Did it? It dropped one?
Yep.
Gonna push, since you already got... This is an agility thing, right?
Nope. I'm not going to push. I'm
Okay.
all sorts of damaged. Yep. Is it
All
doing
right.
damage to me?
It is. So take 1 damage.
I'm going to roll armor.
Yes, you are. Otherwise, you take 1 damage to your might.
How does that work?
Roll your armor.
Oh, there it is.
See where those claws dig in. No, they dig through this.
I am going to. Can I invoke my pride? I can endure any injury.
Yeah. What are the specifics of that? What does it mean mechanically?
I get to roll a d12.
Oh, of course. So you're trying to, with your armor toughness, say, I'm not hurt.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just kind of growl through it.
So in other words, you could just throw this and get a 12. Look at you.
4 successes.
Hey, I remembered to use my pride. I think it's the first time across all our characters.
Mark it. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. So I think her claws dig into your side, right through some of the armor. Blood runs down, but you're just like, doesn't, not going to stop you. So she's hurting you, but it's not enough to put Garm down. However, you are pulled free from the rubble, and those of you who are outside, you hear this screeching. There's this flutter of feathers and this blast of foul air, and then Garm's legs just get pulled right into the blackness of the tower. He's just gone, pulled in. Like a 1990s horror movie, like a Japanese horror movie. He's pulled right in.
I didn't realize
Garm,
this is your aliens crossover.
That's right. That's right. Let's do this. She goes up a certain distance, and we're going to do 1d3, and she drops you.
Oh,
Pretty much to the top of the tower, 6 meters. So she goes quite a ways up.
Ooh.
Let's look up falling damage, shall we?
All these fun things.
I know. Don't always
page
get to use them all.
113.
13. Falling. Base height is equal to the fall in meters, which is 6 minus 2, so 4, right?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll do 4 dice. 1 point of damage to strength for every hit. 1 point of damage. So you're borne upwards through the air in this place is just reeking and thick. You just choke trying to take deep breaths as she's spiraling upwards towards the top of the tower. And the next thing you know, though, she just like shrieks and shoves you away, and you tumble ass over tea kettle, pinwheeling all the way down to the bottom. And you land heavily, but the stuff you land in it's not like stone. You land in like refuse, like shit and dirt and sludge and mud. It is filthy, but it breaks your fall a little bit.
Ew.
But you still took the 1 damage. Yeah, I think. Would you get to roll armor for that? Probably not.
No, it says no.
Okay.
Metal
That's what I
armor
was
gives
saying.
no protection.
It says
Do you have
metal
leather?
armor gives no
Do you have leather?
protection.
I do have leather. I've studied
Ooh.
leather.
I think that gives protection, or it might.
I was going to try to find.
It's oddly specific, so it must. I mean, for it to say.
It's stupid
No.
because metal armor has leather beneath it or padding beneath it.
Yeah.
So-
that's-
Right.
Doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's okay.
So do you want me to go ahead
I'll
and try?
allow it. I'll allow it.
Oh, where's it at? Okay. Nope.
Uh-oh.
Negative Ghost Rider. Gonna push it.
No. No.
Damage that armor.
Nope. I'll take the damage myself.
So Askelon, as you are preparing your swap here, there's this flurry of movement. Garm disappears, more shrieking and flapping, and then there's this very heavy thump, boom, boom, boom on the ground as he you can tell that he's come slamming back down to the ground, or something has a boulder or something in there has come slamming back down. And Askelon, you're up. What are you doing?
Now would be the time to switch, right?
Yeah, I will say, So, am I the only? Like, I'm sorry. We're all of us saw him disappear and heard the
You did.
thing crash down.
All
Okay.
3 of you. All
Also
4
heard
of you
him
were
go,
outside the door when Garm went through the door.
Yeah, I'll say, yeah. He's Stas. He was already banged up, and I'll kind of just step out of the way of the door to allow him to go in.
Stas. So you want me to switch from 4 to 10, right?
Yeah,
Let's
correct.
do that. Stas becomes 4.
Bloody hell!
Askelon becomes 10.
It's that harpy from the last down the beach.
You can tell from the screeching and the smell.
I go in there and attack.
So it'd be a fast action to do is it a run in this game? I'm getting all my games confused. I think it's a run. To move inside, right?
Yeah.
Quite dark, Stas. Footing is not great. You have to step over that bottom of the door, the piece that
Right.
Garm did not didn't really. In fact, I'm going to make you test a move to get through the door. And anybody who wants to go in quickly and not have it take them like a full turn to kind of climb through will have to do that. If someone wants to clear the rest of the door out, they can. But until that happens, it's a bit of an impediment.
Yeah, shit.
Oh, jeez.
So as it stands right now, you're getting hung up on the door. Are you going to push that move?
2 failures? Oh, shit.
Come on.
I don't need willpower that bad. No, I'll get untangled and I'll wait.
Well, what you could do is you could take. Let me look at the action economy for a second, so I'm not misspeaking. One of these sheets here.
I could take a defensive action.
You could. Here it is. Rules summary. Forgive me. Give me 1 second here. So you can basically take 2 fasts instead of a fast and a slow, correct?
Yeah.
So if you wanted to, you can either stay kind of hung up on the door, right, which is where you are right now after your first fast action, and you could take some sort of other defensive action or the like. Or if you spend another fast action, you don't have to roll again. You can just kind of get through, but it will consume your full turn, both of your 2 fast actions, and you'll be in the room.
That's fine. I'll do that. Okay.
So you basically continue pushing through, step through into the dark, kind of slosh into some pretty nasty stuff in the bottom of the tower that smells and feels like it's been there for a while. And in the dim light coming from the door behind you, you can see Garm kind of laying on the ground. He's stirring. Doesn't look like he's dead, but he's definitely prone. And there's this weird filtering of light coming from above. And as you glance up, there's that winged figure that you're kind of expecting to see kind of fluttering around the top of the tower, like a giant bat almost. And she's kind of blocking out the light sometimes, and you can see past her. It's this weird sort of diffusion of light that's going on.
Sure.
And who was after Stas?
I say right as he walks in, Garm goes, "It's that damn harpy again." And he points up as he's like from behind as he's trying to roll over.
But what do you do, Garm? You get up?
It is my turn.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it is your turn. Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm gonna get up, slow action, stand up, or fast action, stand up. And I think I don't remember if I had my sword out.
Anybody recall?
Super.
You have a shield too, right?
I do. I have the shield, which is
remember the
it's a little
shield being
damage.
It's also poor light in here. Did you have your lantern? I don't think so.
I think I handed somebody a torch, but I didn't write it down. So it may just be poor lighting in here. I have torches. Okay. I think I just stand up.
Throw me a D6. If you get a 4, 5, or 6, your sword's drawn. Because I don't remember either. 1, 2, or 3. Nope. Sword's in your hand.
Perfect.
So you rise with sword and shield at the ready.
Right. And it's way up there. Like it stayed 6 meters up there.
To the tune of 5 or 6 meters above you, probably.
Okay.
So 15 feet. Not way up there, right? But it's up there.
Mm-hmm. I think I'll say I have a torch in my pack right here, and he kind of points where they're all like bustling out. But he kind of just takes a little bit of a defensive stance. There's no like ready an action in this, is there?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Might be
You just hold. You can not use one of your actions, so you can spend it as a to dodge or whatever.
Right. That's what I do. I prepare to dodge.
Okay. There might be, let me look at Garm's sheet for a second. There might be a talent that allows you to do that kind of thing where you have Path of the Shield, right?
Yeah, that allows me to parry though.
Which isn't helping you here.
Yep.
Non-monsters.
Okay.
Yep.
If it comes to it, if there's a harpy attack on a defenseless foe and you want to intercede somehow, we'll figure out how you could do it.
Right.
Because you're sort of saving your a whole, like a slow action, actually, you're right.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. I think most cases you can only use the fast actions because those are the defensive ones, the parry and the dodge.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like you can attack later kind of thing, right?
Right. Right.
Okay. All right. Same page. So, Garm, you basically get ready and call up that you have a torch available in your pack if the group wants better light. Conn, we're to you. You've just seen Stas sort of half trip getting through the door. So it was a bit of a effort for him to get through the door.
Yeah. So if I move up to the door, can I see the harpy from the doorway, or do I need to be inside?
You lean inside, you can. You have to lean in and look up.
Okay. That would inhibit my ability to shoot her with my bow, right?
Yes, you could. I would let you take a shot with the bow from here, but I'd probably put like a -2 modifier on it if you're trying to literally lean in and like this kind of thing and not step through. You could take a shot, but it would be harder.
Is she also short range or near range?
Let me look at the sheet. I think it has the distances. It does not. I think she's short, is what I would say.
Shit, that's too many negatives. Okay, I'm going to try to move into the room, so I'll make that roll. How'd that go? No? God
Somebody get rid of the thing that's blocking the door.
The bottom of the door is still in place.
So
you get hung up. Well, what do you do?
Then I'll just use my second fast action to get into the room. Yeah.
Okay.
Forget it then.
All
right. So I'll be in there with my sword. With my bow.
Sort of stumble and press through right next to Stas. Stas, you hear someone coming in right behind you, and soon enough, there's Conn right next to you. Bow and arrow drawn, or arrow bow drawn with the arrow at the ready. Askelon, you're the last one to go here.
Okay.
3 of them are inside now. Pretty gloomy in there. Pretty dark.
Shoot, I cast light spell. Kidding.
You could try.
Let's see. Well, I got to get through the door first. So how much of an action does it take just to clear the damn door out?
It's actually a fast action just to move, right? And if you make a move roll, you can step through the door with not being inhibited, and you would have another action. Otherwise, if you fail that move roll, you get hung up on the door, and you have to spend another fast action run.
Let me get in first.
Okay. It's all because someone didn't breach the door properly.
Right.
All right. So I get through without having to.
Yeah.
All right. So I get in. Is she at short range?
I think so, yes. Above.
Okay. All right. Well, fuck this. I'll pull out my last hand. This is my last hand, guys.
We can cut a couple off her.
Look, if she uses her, never mind. We'll wait for you. All right. So I am going to pull out the Rust Brother hand, which is the last one I have. And I will look through its fingers towards her, and I will in Elvish, I will scream the words to make this hand go and grab her heart, and the flesh will strip off the hand, and it will fly towards her, and we will see whether this works or not. All right.
Got it.
Okay, so
you need willpower and all that stuff, right?
All right, so I got an ingredient I'm going to use, and I can spend my willpower.
Have to spend at least 1 willpower. Ingredient gives you +1 power level, right? So you start off with power level 2, but you have to roll a 9.
So all right. I will. Okay, so I'm trying to read the image here. It has willpower, and it has 2 already checked.
On Askelon's sheet.
Okay, so when I click the spell and the little window that pops up, it says Hand of Doom and has willpower and has 2 little X's, has 2 little circles with X's on it. Does that mean are those
That's
2 I'm
because
spending?
Did you hit the ingredient?
I did.
I think that's Kevin. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that why it did that? Did it give
That could be.
an extra
Is it power level?
It's a second level. It's a second rank spell. But when I click ingredient, the power level goes up to 2.
Right.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is
All
this?
right.
Hand of Doom?
Yes.
I'm just looking at it briefly.
So can I? All right. So I assume it's still spending 2 willpower, which is
That's I don't know if I understand that either. Because you've got 3 to spend, right?
right. But I don't see another way to do anything else. So
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is, Wayne. I think the system is assuming you're going to spend 1 willpower. So if you just cast it without touching those, it will debit you 1 willpower. You could pick 2 more, and it will spend all 3 of your willpower, right? Or you could pick 1 more, and you'd be spending 2 willpower. I don't know if we figured that out before, but I think that's what it does.
I'm not. I still don't think I understand. Okay, I'm sorry, but because right now it has willpower and it has 2 circles with X's in them. I don't see another way to spend more willpower.
You have 2 willpower available to you,
Right.
and if you get this for whatever reason, if you right click on those 2 X's, your dice and power level will go up.
Oh, there we go.
It's kind of ass backwards, frankly, for how it should work.
It
Right.
really is
Yep.
ass backwards.
Yeah.
It'd be better if it just gave me the circles and
Little
let me
dots,
click them.
and you put the X's in them, right?
Okay. All right. So,
Like-
anyways, all right.
Yes. So there you go.
We'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Okay.
So it's power level 3, 2 dice.
Ooh, doing 2 willpower?
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
All right. So what's the grand total of the damage on that?
It's 4.
4. The base is 1. Oh no, what am I saying? The base is the 3, and then you added 1 more success.
Right.
All right. So 4. That hand goes right up to her, and it kind of starts swirling around, matching her rhythm as she's flitting around, right in the chest, disappears inside of her torso, and she just shrieks, and her feathers kind of start coming down, and her wings shake. She crashes into the side, one side, then the other, and she kind of comes back into the middle, very shaken, but still alive. But it definitely looks like it shook her.
Okay.
Just screeching and wailing above you right now. It's just resonating inside the tower. It's terrible.
Sweet.
And I think, I never even clicked begin combat. Now we begin the combat. So round 1, now I think we can do round 2, right? As we do that. Okay, stand by. Is anybody going to light the torch, I wonder? I guess that'll be one of your actions.
I don't have an action left.
Got it. Let's do this then. I know what I can do. Does anybody know if you can draw initiative without having anything selected?
Nope.
No.
You have to assign a token. Or you have to have a token.
You do have to have a token. I think I know what I'm going to do.
It doesn't have to get worse. Like you don't have to add something else to the
I
combat
don't.
if you
It's true.
don't want to.
I think you can
Just because I didn't blow
copy-
myself up.
Copy a token and then add it to the combat tracker.
Yeah. And in fact, that's a better idea. I know what I'm
Yeah,
going to do here.
you could use the little symbol you've used for us on the map, maybe.
Yeah.
I'll just add a couple more harpies. And then I can make assignments as I need to. It's all good.
I just saw
Yeah.
Phil's eyes.
It actually
Just had a
isn't going to
couple more
work.
harpies.
It isn't going to work that way.
Oh,
Because it still wants to, because I made a copy of the same token. It wants to okay, stand by. Forgive me for the VTT nonsense here.
Just
I know how to
couple
do it.
more.
I'll bring a new
Just
one on board.
create another actor and
That's what I'm doing.
just drive there.
Couple more.
Remember when you all laughed at me when I said we were going to die?
I didn't remember laughing at you.
Okay, laughing in general.
I was laughing with you, Kevin.
Oh,
Not at.
true.
Sorry.
Touche. And you're all out of hands.
Okay. Did that draw? Did.
Just hope whatever shows up has definite hands. I'm not sure if a claw would work, but I'm going to try it.
So we drew a 1 and a 7. Okay, I'm just going to remember that. I'm going to get rid of these tokens. 1 and a 7. So it's actually the harpy's turn next, right? She goes on the now she's gone.
Yeah, you just deleted her.
But she had a 2.
I can fix that. Yep,
or
I
a
can
1.
fix that easily. She was a 2. There we go. Sorry, forgive me for the divergence there. And let me look at this harpy. All right. This harpy, she's shrieking. You can hear her saying, "You killed my sisters, killed my sisters." But you can also tell that her voice is hoarse and she's kind of clutching her chest. You can tell that whatever Askelon did to her really injured her. But she swoops down closer to near range, which I think is just a few meters, right? Like 3 meters or something like that, 10 feet or so. And there's the cloaca and the mouth and the whole just a rain of excrement and foulness that comes down on all 4 of you because you're all in this little tunnel area, a little tube. So for the excrement attack, rain of vomit and excrement, everyone at near range suffers a 6 base attack to empathy. It can be parried with a shield. So bear that in mind.
Oh, damn right it can. I have arrived.
All right. Sean, how are you doing this type of attack? Are you rolling once for everybody, or are you rolling 4 individual attacks when it's like an area thing? I don't know if it gives guidance on that.
I don't know if I, at the time, rolled randomly.
Yeah. Tell you what, I'm gonna do it one at a time. Let's do Stas first. So Stas, this is the vomit and excrement coming your way. It's 1, so you'll have 1 empathy damage. And unless you dodge. I mean, I think you can certainly dodge, right? By using
I haven't gone yet.
Your fast action. Yeah.
I will attempt to dodge.
Or you can grin and bear it if you want to.
That's all right. I'll try to dodge. That's a move action, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh.
Yep. So it's splattering and spattering all over the ground. It smells horrendous. Nope. So 1 damage to empathy. Let's do Garm. You're next.
Kidoki.
You are missed without even having to parry.
Look at that.
Okay.
I would let you parry somebody else.
I can
Well,
actually.
there you go. Oh,
my
there you go. Sweet.
Yeah. And yeah.
It's kind of like bullet time, but different.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I was double checking because it's been a little while since I read the shield stuff.
This is for Conn. And if you want, actually, I'll let you. I'll roll all 4 attacks, and you can decide to parry one of them if you want.
Okay.
As it stands, Conn, I think you just saw you were going to potentially get 1 6.
Yep.
So 1 empathy damage. Are you going to try to dodge or anything?
Oh yeah, for sure. I thought you said you were going to roll all of them, so you were going to roll.
I can. Yep. I'll do that.
Good.
And then the
Then
last
Kevin
one is an
can make his
Askelon.
decision, right? Yeah.
Also, so they both stand to take 1 empathy damage.
And they're both kind of by the doorway, right?
They are.
Because I get a free parry each round of combat. So
Okay.
can I parry Conn and Askelon? And I kind of
Hell
just
yes.
slide in front of them and just swipe
Scoop,
my shield
scoop them
across?
together, and absolutely. You'll have to make 2 parry rolls, right?
Yep.
Because it's
Yep.
it's
And I
your
have to
free action
spend-
and your
and I have-
fast action.
Right. Yep. It'll be 2 parry rolls. I have to spend 2 willpower because that's what lets me parry for other people.
Good God.
Cool.
but
Cool
then-
though. We haven't seen a lot of willpower spent on combat actions.
Yep.
Like
So-
melee actions.
Right. I agree. And so I will parry with my large shield, which is partially damaged, but I will try the first one.
Oh, nice.
Success.
Alrighty.
So that was Conn.
Yep. And then I will do it for Askelon.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
No
He kind of
worries.
just slides in front of him and just puts the shield so it takes all the excrement on it and it just slides
I think
down.
we know what your heraldic symbol needs to be now.
So I'm picturing, first of all, Stas does get kind of a mouthful. He catches a bit of it. But Garm, you're able to take your shield, and as the sludge is like flooding down, she's shitting and pissing and vomiting. There's some chunky stuff starting to hit your shield, like boom, bong, dong, dong, bang. You're like, what the fuck she been eating? just nasty. As you lower the shield, I would imagine you see Stas like, God damn it. And all four of you, in the light coming in from the doorway, see motion or movement on the ground, like in the middle of the tower where all that kind of earth is piled up and all that muck and sludge and shit is. There's a couple of shapes you can make out. One of them looks like it might be a chest, but you also see something on the ground moving. You can't tell, it's too dark to tell what it is, but there's definitely movement on the ground for sure. And it's Stas's turn.
So I have a slow action left.
Because you dodged. Yep.
So I will
and you're prone, right?
stand up.
I forgot about the dodge.
Yeah.
In fact, the other two guys are prone if you tried to dodge too.
So I think I could stand up.
You can.
I'll do that.
Okay. Stas gets back to his feet. Garm, you have your slow action left. Everyone else has had to hit the deck, basically, right?
Do your actions reset each round or when it gets to your turn?
It's each round.
Each round. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you have a fast and a slow action each round.
Yep.
Okay, so I don't have to save anything except for what potentially is acting.
I don't think Conn or I actually.
Did you guys not dodge?
We
didn't have to.
We didn't have to. So
Then
we
you're
didn't.
both on your feet.
They got parried. So
My bad.
I did not.
Sorry. Yeah. Cool.
I think as my slow action, I'm going to take out the torch. No, because I don't have the hands. Who's got hands? Oh, I will take out the torch and hand it to Askelon. Because I don't have the hands to hold it. So I'll just here.
I'm not that fussy, Kevin. If you want to have Garm light the torch, he can.
Okay, he'll light a torch.
But where's he going to hold it? Will it be?
That's what he'll hand it. Oh,
okay. He's going to hand it to Askelon.
Yeah, I'll hand it to Askelon.
Okay.
Yep. There.
Okay. So he lights the torch. So you light up there's this orange light now that lights up the entire inside of the lower level, at least, of this tower. And sure enough, the stuff that's piled in the room looks like just it's all the collapse from the above levels. There's bones, there's wood, there's old rusted weapons, there's all sorts of shit in here, including a big half-buried, like a chest, like it fell and stuck into the ground kind of thing. Like you'd have to partially excavate it to get it out. And in front of the chest, there's actually two of these things. There's two that look like skeletons or undead. And I say that flippantly because I think, as we saw in Sean's game, undead are actually pretty common in Forbidden Lands. Like when people die, they will often wander until they kind of find their rest, and they're not necessarily aggressive. So there are undead that sort of wander around, and you still avoid them, but they kind of wander around aimlessly, right? These guys don't look like that. These guys have strips of flesh hanging off of them. They're mostly skeletal, but they are snapping and clawing at you already, trying to pull themselves out of the dirt, which they are partially kind of embedded in. It looks like they were maybe partly buried in a collapse or something like that. You're not sure what they are, but they look like they are about to come your way should they get free of the ground, which they are actively trying to do, and probably take them around to get free, you think. So that's what the torch lights up. Oh, and two more things. A dead harpy. So she brought her sister here.
More.
Yep. And a dead harpy head So the harpy and the dead harpy head are both here as well.
Are they animate as well?
They are not. They are laying inert and dead because of the four of you bastards. So Garm, you lit it up, right?
Yep.
And I think that switches us to Conn.
Yeah. It's still near range.
She has flown down to near range now. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So she's just 10 feet or so above your head.
Fast shooter. So my slow action will just simply be to shoot her.
Okay. She has no dodge left, so let's see how this goes. Just one.
Will
he push?
I think I'm going to take a page maybe from Kevin's tour. Where's my pride?
Pride?
My pride is my arrow always hits its mark. I'm pissed off. She tried to puke on me. This is garbage. Oh, damn it.
Rats.
Did you see the 6? And did you see it just like...
I saw it.
That's some VTT bullshit right there. How the hell does a VTT link and then just kind of turn like that?
I have a button. It's like a pinball machine. I can
I
jostle
don't
the
know
table.
about that. Does that mean I lose my pride? Is that what just happened? Okay.
Yep.
I hate this game.
Is that true even if you succeeded with the D6s?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
I thought it was like a full failure. Remove your pride. But yeah, look it up when we're between moments here.
Sure.
In the meantime, you just scored 1 point of damage. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, from my arrow.
All right. At 6 deep into her side, she shrieks. Feathers come down. She squirts a little more, but lands on the ground. But she's not down yet. She's still flying, shrieking. Definitely got her. Askelon. What you doing? What you doing, mister? I got no more hands in my bag.
So the orc is right in the
4 of you are
Garm
pretty close
is
quarters.
right in front of me.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to reach into my little pouch and pull out some clay, and I'm going to run over there and slap it on him and because you're hurt, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to heal him. Healing hands.
All right. Probably a willpower roll there, is there?
Yep.
Okay.
Healing hands.
So you get 2 strength back.
Because of the power level 2?
Correct.
Sweet.
Because of the clay.
Getting fast at these spells.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Stock up on ingredients.
Indeed. So, Garm, what was your strength down to?
It was down to 2.
Okay.
Which, by the way,
4.
is one of the things about the magic system I really appreciate, that all those ingredients actually mean something.
Yeah, I think it's fabulous. All right, so you perform your elven magic and slap some clay on the wounds. Garm, you can feel the strength flowing back into your bones and your big orc muscles.
Excellent.
Okay.
And I'll save my other action.
Nothing else is happening this round, so if you want to use it, you should. This is the end of the round.
Okay, I will.
That is a good point.
Very good point. I will pull out my throwing knife.
Okay, so you arm yourself.
I'll arm myself because I got no more willpower.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I should just run out the door. No, I'll stay.
I should run. All right, let's do this. I can assign these guys here. I can add them to the combat, I think. Did that work?
Boy.
It did. One was a 1 and one was a 7, correct? Do I have that right? Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, okay.
Although Garm is already a 7. Maybe it wasn't a 7.
Well, just make him an 8.
I'm not going to say I'm not going to sweat it. Let's just make him an 8. All righty. So this first creature that you can now see that's on the ground from the torchlight pulls itself fully out of the ground, Let me see if I have is there a decent picture to show? Not really. I'm not going to worry about it too much. As he pulls himself out, he's wearing rags. He appears to have been dead for quite some time. So this guy's been, either in the ground or in the tower for a long time. And based on the fact that the door had never been sort of forced entry on it before either, you would suggest the same thing, that he's been here for a while. But he kind of shakes himself up, dirt's falling off of him. And the first action is to get out of the ground. Then he starts coming forward. So he closes to, I would say, near range with the four of you. And then we have the harpy. Let me look at her briefly. Our harpy starts flying towards the ceiling. And she goes to short range. And then she goes to long range, and she's at the top of the tower where you can see that opening I described before, some sort of trap door or an opening where stairs used to lead once upon a time, like a long time ago. And she can tell that she appears to be making for an exit. She's hurt. Stas.
We will check every tower we come to in the future.
I do not have a missile weapon. So she will get away from me. How far is the closest beastie down below?
Near. One of them, I would say, is short range, but he's still on the ground because he hasn't acted yet this round. But the one that pulled himself up and staggered towards you to near range.
That one I'll move and then attack him with my hand axe. I'll do Walking Dead style. Right in the head.
You will try.
That's my goal.
Okay.
Oh, you've got to be completely kidding me.
Holy shit.
You want to push?
Oh, it'll break my hand axe.
I know. And probably knock
break
you out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how many is that? Strength, right? 3?
Yeah.
3.
I could probably take the strength.
No, all 3 of your strength dice were the ones.
Yeah.
3 strength would put me out, so I miss.
That's 4 out of 5 that were. No, 4 out of 6.
What are you going to do?
Wow. All right. So I think as Stas, as you approach, the footing is even worse. You slip, you plunge your lead foot into something that's about knee deep. So you're kind of like right down into the muck, and this thing's coming right at you now. Coming your way. And Garm, you see this. So where's the torch? Is it planted somewhere? You still hold it? No,
I gave it to Askelon.
Yep. Askelon has it. That's right.
Askelon's holding a torch and a knife.
That's right. Classic wizard.
Garm will
the door.
Right. Garm will. He's got his sword. He's got his shield. He's got a friend up there fighting a ghoul. He will charge ahead, and he saw him go for like the head strike. He's just going straight for the neck.
Okay. Do it.
All right. Holy moly. Wow. That would shatter my broadsword if I pushed.
So you should push.
Yes. I'm good. Run up. I also slip and do a little slide.
Yes. Sorry about that. I was reading something.
Okay.
Garm, clearly the area in front of this guy is terrible footing. So there's probably a bit of a slope to climb, and the first couple of steps up it, or if you guys ever tried to climb a hill in the rain, your feet are giving out type of thing. And you can see now as you get closer to him, and it's hard to tell because he's in all these rags and whatnot, but he is carrying a weapon. He's got an old rusted sword that he kind of, as you get closer to him, he brandishes like, lifts the sword up. And that leaves us with the other ghoul who crawls his way out of the ground and also comes to near beside his companion. So you're now faced with 2 of these things staggering towards you, both of which looks like once upon a time they were warriors of some kind. So they've got their rusted old weapons. Swords probably are like broken off halfway, but you still don't want to get stuck with it, type of thing, right? A little bit of tetanus going on, won't be good. Conn, two of your companions are face to face with these two things that have crawled out of the dirt, and the harpy is about to make her getaway above you.
All right.
What does Conn do?
Fast action, aim at the harpy.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll cancel the short range penalty. And I'm going to shoot her right in her fleeing behind.
2.
Yeah.
Gonna push.
Oh, look at you. You are such a
Just
little...
asking.
Why? I don't
Look at all those
Oh.
ability dice that could come up 6s.
Have any skulls?
Is that
Currently.
what am I looking at here? Oh God, that's bad news. Yeah, they could. Yeah, no,
You
that's
don't have
okay,
any, you
Harrigan.
don't have any
If it-
skulls.
You don't have
If
any
it-
skulls. This could be good.
I don't. That's why I'm scared, because it's like this game is cruel and horrible to you, and we have 2 ghouls I have to worry about still. So I'm gonna. No,
I will
either
say
it's
this
dead or
before
it's
you
gonna
make
flee.
before you make your decision. Before you
Uh-huh.
make your decision,
Uh-huh.
Conn can see he's got her dead to rights, but she shifts just in the last minute. If he lets fly, you can tell he's going to practically take her down, but she might get away. But if he just shifts a little bit more, he's got a headshot.
You are a horrible
Will he
being,
take the
Harrigan.
headshot? Will he push? What will he do? No pressure. Oh, he did it. He took it. Look at that. So that's 1 agility damage. Is that what that is?
Yep.
All right. So a strain in your muscle as you draw the bow back, but that arrow pierces right through her chin and comes out the top of her head. She flops at the top, and you can see she's kind of nervous a little bit. Her wings flutter, and she just drops all the way down. Killed her
Stas
dead.
Way to go.
Phil, roll a d6. Don't get a 1. If you roll a 1, she might land on somebody. Hey! She skids against the side of the wall and just slides into the corner in a bloody heap. Dead. Askelon, with your knife and your torch, facing your friends, facing 2 undead creatures that have crawled forth from the grave. Hissing, stinking, reeking, reaching.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna throw my knife at one of them. I'm still eyeing that door, but no, I'll throw the knife.
Mark the harpy is dead.
Oh, jeez. I'll push.
Swear, what'd you get?
Welcome.
Two misses? Okay.
Of course you push. Because they were on the ability dice. That's perfect.
But he doesn't even get any willpower.
Yeah, I do.
No, he gets 2.
I got
Oh,
2.
I'm sorry. No, that's why you pushed.
That's why I push. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I wanted to hit too, but yes.
Yep. All right. So your knife disappears into that muck behind them somewhere. Exactly. No more knife.
I threw out my shoulder. Oh,
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So Askelon, that was a slow attack. You
Yeah.
still have a fast action.
I'll pull
If
out
you
my
want.
other knife.
Do you have another knife?
I have one more knife. That's it.
All right. Arm yourself with a knife. And we're going to go to round 3. So the first ghoul, the one that I think Stas got all up in his face, right? Or tried to with his axe. So he's going to come for Stas. And that ghoul, let's see here. What's he got going on? Oh, interesting. He can bite or he can attack with his weapon.
The ghoul a monster?
No, a ghoul is not a monster. Undead are not. This level of undead are not monsters.
Excellent.
They are not. And let's go with the bite. Why not? Comes at you, Stas. Teeth just chomping. He scores 1 hit with these teeth, which do a damage of 2.
I would like to parry that for him.
Okay.
I'm going to use my Path of the Shield, my free parry of the round. Spend a willpower point.
You can do that. It says here on his sheet, parrying is a -2 to the bite.
Ooh.
So a little
Yikes.
harder to parry.
Gotcha. Good to know.
So Stas is doing that slow motion thing where Garm's doing his shield. Will he arrive in time? Yes, he will. And that was with -2?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm really good at this.
All right. So I'm seeing a thrusting zombie head with its chompers all out, and then the shield just like boom, right in the face. Yeah. All right. So the harpy's dead. We have Stas next. So you've just had Garm's big arm and shield come in and intercede in front of the ghoul in front of you, but he's still right there.
Move the shield up. I pull the shield down and go right over him. That's what I say I do.
Indeed. Roll those bones.
Yes.
So how much damage is that?
2.
So you plant that axe right in his skull, right down the middle of his skull. Goes down about a quarter of the way, but he doesn't drop. So for a minute, you're kind of dancing with him a little bit, the two of you back and forth, and then your axe comes free. But he has this big gouge in his head. Doesn't bleed. You can tell he's been dead for some time. Definitely hurt him. Garm, you're up next. And you're right here, right?
Yep. I will.
Actually, before Garm, Stas, you have a fast action too, unless you want to keep it for another dodge or something like that.
I'm going to keep it for a dodge.
Okay.
If I need to.
Go ahead, Garm.
Scouting him. Okay. I forgot I have that eye slash that's still healing on me.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not affecting anything I'm currently doing. I'm going to he got an axe like in its forehead. I'm actually going to try to I slash across to kind of cut off his arm and go through his chest cavity.
Okay. Roll your big dice. Oh, what?
I'm not going to push.
Stas is in the way. You just can't get the blow in. They're too close together. Which leaves us to the next ghoul. And I think who was right next to him before? Was it you, Garm? I think.
Yeah, I think we're in my mind. I'm imagining we're almost holding a line, and they're directly across from us.
Okay. You close this one and open up the other ghoul. You are going to suffer a bite as well. Potentially 1 hit.
I'm going to parry that one with my actual fast action.
Okay. He sees your big juicy bicep. He wants a bite. Nope. Shield in the way again. Damn that shield. Conn, you're up.
Are they in the way of a bow shot? Garm,
say yes.
Stas. Yeah. Can I move to get into a position where I could fire my bow at them?
100%.
Okay. So I guess I'll take a move action. So fast action move. And it's rough terrain, right? So I'll do the roll. All right.
No.
No?
You don't need to do a move in here. No.
Okay.
We've just been describing it as being slippery when people roll their fumbles and that sort of thing.
Okay. You're a generous man, Harrigan. I'll take that.
No need for a roll. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So then I'll just move And is this near or short? When
This
I
is
move?
near. It's near.
Near. Okay.
I presume you want it to be near, right?
Yeah. One.
Which one are you shooting at? The one that's already had some damage to its skull, or the other one?
Oh, you know what? Even though Stas and we have our moments, I think I'm going to come swing around. He doesn't have his shield. He looks a little bit more desperate. So I'm going to get into position to take the ghoul that is on him.
Where do you shoot it?
Sorry, what?
Whereabouts do you shoot it? Where do you hit it with your arrow?
Probably just get it in like the shoulder or something.
Okay, so it goes into the shoulder, right into its torso, actually partway throughout, like its other arm. So it actually kind of hangs up its arms a little bit, but it doesn't kill it. It just turns to look at you like it now has this arrow right through a bunch of its bones, kind of messing with the way it's locomoting and moving its arms around. And then Askelon with your shiny new dagger. Nope, you're muted, Wayne.
Sorry. Unfortunately, it's not a throwing dagger.
What you gonna do?
So these aren't restless dead. I can tell.
Sorry about your internet there, Phil. If you need to drop and come back, you certainly can. No, we're fine on our end. Sorry, Wayne, go ahead. Phil's just texting.
That's okay. Man, I was going to try to take control, but I realized they're not restless dead. They're legit undead. Because I have the raised dead. Oh, wait a minute. It takes forever. Never mind. Sorry.
Is it a ritual?
Yeah, it's a freaking ritual. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes that old plan. All right.
Never mind.
They might have hands.
Yeah, don't hurt their hands. I scream. No. Is anybody still hurt? Yeah.
I have 1 empathy damage. That's it.
I have some damage, but not enough for you to. It's all singletons.
Remember the teamwork rules as well. So you could potentially aid their melee attack by like distracting.
I will. I will
coming in
try to
from
do
the
that by
side.
waving the torch at the zombies. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Got it. Yeah, we'll figure out who you're aiding when it comes to be their turn type of thing.
Right.
And guys, remind me, I played too many games. Does it when you do teamwork, do you have to match the type of action that someone else is taking? So if someone's taking a slow action to attack and you want to help them, do you often have to spend your slow action? Does that sound right? And look at the rules here.
It's on page 48.
Okay. Help from others.
Yeah, it counts as the same type of action as the one you are supporting. Faster
I
side.
remembered it correctly. Amazing. Nice. There you go. So Wayne, that would be on like another turn, right? Just so we're clear.
Sure. Well, I will. Yeah.
Unless you wanted, I'd let you do something like this. If you wanted to try and attract the thing and make it attack you for some reason or draw it off, you could potentially try to do that. Right now, the two of them are engaged with Garm and Stas pretty heavily, toe to toe kind of thing.
With my shitty current dodge, I am not.
You could also just stay clear.
You can feint Askelon and you could trade initiatives with him.
Mm-hmm.
That would put him in at the end of the order and you would go next.
That's a fabulous idea.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Fast action and you need to make a move or fast action and that's it. There's no check.
I'm picturing a wizard in like curled pointy toe shoes running up and then running back as the feint.
Yeah, maybe feint with the torch there too. Yes. Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
He has to be at arm's length. That's the only prereq.
So you'd have to use.
I'll take
your yep. There you go. You'd have to move closer and then try feint. Okay, so it does put you at arm's length, puts you at risk, right? next round.
Yeah, but it'll mean that people get a chance to attack this thing before it does any damage to them. So,
which one are you doing this to? The one that has the skull half crushed, half cleaved in, and the arrow through it, or the one that is fresh from the grave?
the one that is. Oh shit!
And sorry, I can tell you which one is which in the order as well. That might help you. The one that goes on 1 is the one that's badly beat up. The one that goes on 7 or 8 is the one that has not been touched yet. There goes Phil.
I will do. I'll do number 1.
Okay, the one that's going to go first at the top of the order, which is already damaged. Phil, anything we can do to? You want to take time to reboot or anything like that?
I'm good. Don't worry about it. We're all good.
Okay, sounds good. So how does that feint work, guys? Is it a move action? Is it resistant?
It is not. You know, it's just a fast action. That's it. And he's got to be at he's got to be at the enemy's arm's length.
Oh, so no roll.
No skill check.
Look at that. Okay. So Askelon's going to go to 1. Do that. And my poor ghoul will go to 10. Lame. What are you guys trying to do to me?
Trying to kill these guys.
Uh-huh. That ends the round. And we have Askelon. The feint works perfectly. The thing is all like juked out by your torch in its face.
Okay.
Freak it out.
Okay, so I'm in arm's reach, right?
Mm-hmm. You are now, you're up close and personal with this guy.
Oh, so I can't run. Oh. Oof. Eek. Screw it. I'm just
Now
gonna.
he's like, why did I run up here?
Yeah, hell. I'm just gonna attack him. I'll stab him
right.
with my knife in the face.
Got it. Do it. Do you want to push?
Well,
As you,
hell yes.
The footing is slippery. Oh dear.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I just broke myself.
Tell us what happens, Wayne. What is the moment that knocks Askelon out here? Is it his footing? Does the ghoul get a swipe in at him? What happens?
I think he rushes in. He thinks he has got the ghoul, and the ghoul, even though it's a staggering about undead, dodges out of the way, and he goes ass over tea kettle. Don't I have to roll to see what happens being broken?
Not in this case. When you push,
Not
it
from a
doesn't.
push.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He did get a lot of willpower just now, though.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And one of these guys, and one of these guys can kill you in one action.
That's true. Yes.
So there's that.
Well, if it happens, so be it.
Okay. All right. So you guys see Askelon kind of go by in a flurry of the robes and sliding, slipping, tumbling, and he's down and lands heavily. Probably, lands maybe on a rock or something that kind of knocks him a little bit, dazes him, knocks him a bit senseless.
Can I knock myself out on the treasure chest? I think
Totally.
that would just be totally
Face first. It's the treasure chest. Absolutely. All right, and that takes us to Stas. You've just watched your wizard try to engage in physical combat. Did not work so well.
I will hand axe the victim, which will be the
one you've already struck.
Yes, sir. There you go. 2 damage.
You describe how you take him down, Sean. How does Stas get rid of this first ghoul?
Let's see what happened last round. I stuck him in the head. I pull it out well, I'm pulling it out from the last attack. I come back, cross his face into his head, and it probably whops off his head.
It certainly does. It certainly does. He staggers for a moment, pitches forward, and walks his last, just collapses into a pile of bones and old dried meat that's more like leather, just kind of onto the ground. Garm, one of these things is down, but Askelon is in a pretty precarious position.
Where did? Well, I don't necessarily need to ask. I step between Askelon and the ghoul, or if I can't do that, I step over and stand over top of Askelon.
If you use your fast action to move, you can certainly interpose and put yourself between the two of them.
That's my goal. And I'm like, well, crap. And then, so that's the fast action. And slow action, I'm going to whack him with my sword.
All right. Proceed.
Maybe you can go down easier.
The rolls aren't happening for you guys tonight in the melee.
No.
Is that a 1?
I got 1 success for 2 damage.
1 success for 2 damage. All right. So barring a push, this will injure him, but it won't put him down. He hasn't been hit yet. Barring a push. No, there's always the option to push. I don't know if you know that roll, but you can push.
Yeah. Yeah. He's over top of a ally. Wait, what do I use to parry? I am not going to push.
Going once, going twice. No sale. Fine. All right. The ghoul, let's do this. I think he's been facing you all along, Garm, and you've just sort of changed his focus. So I think he'll have him come after you again. It's our ghoul. Here comes his bite. His bite is lesser because you've injured him. But he's going to strike you for 2 damage from his bite, unless you can parry or.
I'm going to use my free parry.
Okay.
Punch him in the mouth.
Is there a strip of orc flesh being torn off by these filthy teeth or not?
Potentially. Is this at a -2?
Yes, it is. Sorry. Thank you for reminding me. Parry is -2 versus the bite.
Okay. Here we go. No.
Son of a...
I hit him right in the head with the shield.
He lost some teeth, for sure.
I stick it in his mouth.
Clang! Conn, we're over to you.
Can I get a shot?
Yeah, why not?
Do you want me to move beforehand to get it in a position?
Since it gives you an advantage, I'm going to say no. You still have a shot.
Okay, then I'm going to fast action aim and fire. And it's near?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh dear.
2.
Describe how Conn takes down the final ghoul.
Oh,
what's it look like?
Right through the neck, severing the spine. Just hear the snap of bone as the arrow flies through it and collapses to the ground.
Nice. Bones just disassociate as they fall, just all blink, 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 down to the ground. And there's a moment when breaths are caught, hearts are all pounding. The dead harpies here in the corner. The torch is still burning in Askelon's hand. Actually, no, the torch is probably guttering on the ground in the mud because Askelon dropped it. But nothing else stirs in here. There's that moment where you're like, is that it? Are there more of these things? And after kind of casting your looks about, you don't believe so. You think it's quiet. 2 things that have risen, you've sent back to the grave. The harpy lies dead with her sisters.
What a debacle.
What do you all do?
I'll roll my arrows to see how many I've lost.
Yeah, you're firing arrows like a madman here.
I did.
Okay, fewer arrows, down to a D8. Stas and Garm, what are you guys doing?
I'll kind
Oh,
of.
he's fetching
Move.
arrows.
I'll pull. I sheathe my sword and I grab the torch and hold it up high. Kind of shake a little mud off of it. See if it kind of flares up again.
It does.
And then I'll just move Askelon a little bit, kind of out of the muck to kind of the cleanest area. And then put his head, like I gather up his cloak up behind his head so that he can have the cloak behind it. Cause I'm guessing he's bleeding from there or something.
Unconscious elf. Stas, what are you doing while Garm is looking after Askelon and Conn is retrieving his arrows?
I yell over at Garm. Is Askelon okay?
I think so. My specialty is in doing this to people, so I'm not very good at knowing how to fix this.
Is he alive?
Yep, he's breathing.
Excellent. I'm going to check out this chest. Maybe there's something in here that can help him.
Good idea.
Liar. You're looking for loot.
It explodes.
If it's loot that helps Askelon, then yes, I am. I get to the chest.
Yep. It, as described before, it's like a large, heavy, iron-bound wooden chest. The wood's in hard shape. You wonder even if you try to open this thing. I think I described it like a cockeyed angle, right? Like stuck into the ground halfway. If you open it, there's even a chance it might just kind of collapse. It's not in good shape, like a lot of the other wood that you've seen in here. It's got a lock, but the type of lock that you would pick normally. A couple of hasps that you can undo. Again, all the furniture looks like it may come off in your hands if you mess with it, though.
I will take the handle of my hand axe, just like pop it at the top of the wood of the lid and see if any of it just cracks.
Okay, it does. You can tell from just tapping it a bit. The wood kind of almost turns to dust in some spots and kind of drifts away a little bit. One of the metal hasps that is keeping it closed sort of falls open and falls halfway off. So you can tell that a couple of good whacks, you probably have the thing open easily.
Okay, that's what I do. Tap, tap, tap.
All right. You pull back the lid, which kind of creaks up and then halfway kind of collapses off. And as it goes backwards, it goes all the way. So it doesn't come up like a nice D&D treasure chest where it's open at a perfect 90-degree angle. The hinges break. The top falls off backward in a heap. And we're going to roll some treasure.
Yeah.
So I have to find the right tables for that. Give me
Healing
1 second.
Potion.
We can just sleep this one off.
Probably will not find a healing potion. Probably.
I don't think it's considered treasure in this game, ironically enough.
Uh-huh.
No, maybe some clay, some healing clay that only a certain character could use, who is the one who's unconscious.
How long is he going to be out? What's the rule for that?
Technically, he's like
rest of the
mumbling
course?
and can crawl.
Until somebody heals me, I think I'm just out.
Oh, that's right.
Or you sleep, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right, Kevin. He's technically doesn't have to be unconscious. You just can't take actions, and you can't.
I can't perform actions. I can't roll for any skills.
There you go. So yeah, if you want to, Wayne, certainly Askelon can be sort of semi-conscious at this point, kind of, his eyes half open type of thing. So I need to do.
While you roll, I'm going to go get a drink and use the bathroom quick.
In fact, yeah. Why don't we take we're almost 2 hours in, so we're overdue for that. My apologies. We finished the combat. When we come back, we'll do the treasure.
That was hilarious. Sorry.
Hey, Wayne.
Yeah.
You could have retreated. There's flee and retreat. If you were to retreated, you would have to make a move check, and then if you fail, they get a free attack on you.
Yeah, I had so much damage to my agility, and my move check would have been like 3 dice, and I figured I was going to fail that, so that's why I didn't.
And I used pride incorrectly. You have to fail the roll, then you activate your pride. So I'm going to get rid of my pride. I'm just like, whatever. I failed the pride.
And that's why you lose it if you fail the pride, because you've already failed the roll, right?
Yeah. But I'm going to get rid of my pride anyways, because whatever.
Okay.
I'll just role play it.
I think you go one session without one, and then you come up with a new one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to track that'd be great.
Yeah,
but
no
the
worries.
experience question is, did you activate your pride? So it
No,
doesn't say
I'm gonna
anything
say
about
no.
succeeding with it.
Yeah, no, but I used it incorrectly, so forget it. I'm just
I
gonna.
see what you mean.
Yeah, no, I don't want to get nothing for it.
Yeah, I think activate it worked. Not I tried and lost it. So after our jokes about the D&D chest here, it has nothing but coins in it. It is like a D&D chest. See, I revealed all three of these. You should see some copper, some silver, and then the last one is copper, gold, and silver. So Stas, these are old coins in here. And I would imagine there's like some fabric and there's some things in here. Maybe there was a book at one point, but it's just disintegrated. It's gone. But sifting through the kind of the remains of it, there are these metal coins in there. And beneath these metal coins, I'll let you guys do the accounting and the breakup of this. There's also what looks like an amulet, but the amulet does not appear to any longer be on, like maybe it was once upon a time on some leather or a fine metal chain or something. The chain is gone. So it's like just the amulet part, but you can tell it has little rings at the top where you would normally put it on like a necklace to hang around your neck.
Or a dowel that's like
possibly
a meter
yes
high.
Yeah, when the sun rises, it strikes.
You just have to find the map room.
Yep.
Remember, it's shorter than you might think.
That's
Average height.
That's right.
Conn, are you sneaking over to see what's in the chest?
Well, with Stas over there, 100%.
Okay. So I'm thinking Garm is maybe tending to why am I spacing on the wizard's name suddenly? Askelon.
Mm-hmm.
You're so kind of smelling salts and slapping the face and all that good stuff. Wake up. Well, the two of you are looking in, and you see Stas lift up this amulet in his hand. It fills his palm. And first things first, you're like, that's rust. Not cool. Right? It's if you are familiar with what Rust's face looks like, it's very square. Right? It's this very chiseled sort of look. And you might remember that the Rust brothers' totems and effigies of he and him are purposefully crude, right? They are purposefully like imperfect. This is a lot nicer than anything you've ever seen the Rust brothers, and it looks a lot older. It is iron. It is sort of that rusty red color. It's heavy in your hand, Stas. And there are two little chips like gems for eyes. They're deep set into the thing. It's in otherwise good shape, other than being rusty. It's not like it's ready to crumble or fall apart in your hands. You can tell from the weight of it that it's still got some heft. And I will say, the 3 gold coins in the bottom of this chest, it's not very often that you guys see gold. Yeah. So it's a pretty good haul of coins here. What do you guys do with the haul here?
We hire a cleaning service to clean up this freaking place.
Are we settling in?
Starting to sound that way.
At least for some time. I don't think we're going to be able to fix this guy. He points down at Askelon.
Oh, he looks nasty. Does not look good. That amulet, it's rust, but ain't like no amulet I've ever seen a Rust brother have. It's too nice, too pretty.
This is the amount of coin we have. We could split it now, or if somebody all wants to carry it all.
No, I think we should split it.
Gonna be
looks like 30 copper total.
2 silver each.
23 silver total.
23 silver.
Total, and then 3 gold total.
Yeah.
Because that third category came up with 3 different types of coins. So those are additive.
Mathematically, it's like 1.4 gold pieces each. However you want to take it in that denomination. If we're all getting a bite of the pie.
Oh yeah.
No. There are 4 of you, and there's 3 gold pieces. Someone's not getting a gold piece.
Right.
Well, 3 people get a gold piece.
Somebody gets 10
One
silver.
person
Delph
gets
is
20.
knocked out right now. He'll never know.
We could split
Yeah,
all the
it's fine.
coin and give the outlier from gold the amulet. If anybody thinks the amulet might be worth gold.
I don't want nothing to do with it. I think we should just melt that thing. Rip the gems out of its eyes.
I'm not touching it.
No. Should leave it in the muck.
Askelon, have you crawled over?
I think I'm out, but I'm not going to like crawl through all the garbage and
It's not nice in here.
Yeah. I say something, but it's probably in Elvish because I'm out of it.
What do you say?
Oh no.
I think he said he'd take silver.
That's fine. He could take the extra silver, make up for the gold.
Well, 3 people could take 1 gold and 3 silver, and 1 person could take, 20. I would take. Let's see, got that right.
Oh, doesn't it? Don't worry about it. Just take the amulet, Askelon. Or whatever, I don't know. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna stay here? Are we gonna
Midday.
use this money? Or are we moving on?
Askelon's like, the sleep.
What do you say? Anybody understand him?
No, I don't. Well, regardless of what we decide, I don't think we're going anywhere. He's in no condition.
Right. I think we need to rest. If we clean
Yeah.
this out, it might not be too bad of a campsite.
This is
Oh,
a
it's
disaster.
a lot of work. Yeah, this is not to be done in
Few days
an
of work at
afternoon.
least.
Yeah.
However, not that much. If you put the orc to work.
I can do it.
Do you guys go outside at some point here?
Oh yeah, definitely get the smell.
Yes, it's not
Definitely,
like it's
definitely.
really
Somebody will
not
carry
pleasant.
me.
Yeah, we'll carry Askelon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll carry Askelon. I will. I'll
Yeah.
help, Mom.
Garm, I would imagine you use your shield or something to kick the rest of the door out.
Yep.
So it's
I clean
easier to
it
get
out.
in and out. Okay. All right. So you guys shore up the steps so it's easier to get up and down. You remember the outside steps were in bad shape, so you can kind of come and go now. And indeed, it's a clear day. Where's my weather? Pretty sure it's clear. It's clear. Clear skies today. It's just after kind of noon. We're about to start Q2 and figure out actions and all that kind of good stuff. But I presume the 4 of you all want to vacate after you collected the coins. The other detritus that I described in the muck, the weapons and armor and all that sort of stuff, none of it's of value. It's all just wrecked and too old and decrepit. But there are still the harpy bodies in there and the 2 ghouls that you defeated. So you leave all those in there.
I think
So we decide what to do.
Yeah, I think at this moment they're still in there. But if we decide we want to camp here and clean it out,
Okay.
it's up to you guys. Or we can camp
Alright.
just outside.
Yeah, camp outside. It's disgusting in there.
It is. It really is.
Look what they did to your shield. That's all over the place in there.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's a major job.
Carm looks at it and is just,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Whatever.
I'm gonna have to go
whatever
wash this out.
Yeah.
Whatever she ate and then ejected it dented your shield.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. So for Q2
Okay.
then, yeah, tell me what you want to do. Sorry, Wayne, you had something specific.
Okay, I was just going to say. So, you 3 took 1 gold and 3 copper.
Back to the treasure.
And I'm going to take the 14 silver and 3 copper.
It would be cool if Foundry set up a way for people to grab from the treasure pile.
Yeah.
So you could put a bunch of coins there and people just like take them out and it went down.
Yeah.
Pretty good. You could easily do it enough in the chat, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So as you divvy up the coins, you're back out in the fresh air, and boy, it smells good out here compared to in there. There's some birds you can hear, but so Askelon clearly is going to rest, right? So are you gonna make camp?
It's Q2, right? Sorry.
It is the beginning of Q2, so it's midday, it's like noon. But remember that you have
Garm,
an extra 6 hours of sunlight because it's summer.
Yeah. Well, if we're gonna stay, we might as well set camp, just get it out of the way, and then maybe do some training in the afternoon, do some hunting. We'll see.
And Garm's sleepy too.
Yep. But I can make camp first.
But you go, Garm. You are a machine.
I have no food, therefore I am going to hunt.
Or fish, right?
Wise. Get eaten by that sea monster. Go throw yourself in the lake.
You guys were fishing off the back of the boat before.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We were pretty out of it when we were running away from the fox.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So let's start with the make camp roll. Who's going to keep watch, if anybody?
I'll keep watch.
So this is for the next 6 hours, right?
Yep.
Okay. Conn. Askelon's resting. What's Stas doing? From noon to 6.
Hunting.
Okay. Want to try making camp first?
Yep.
Do it.
Pull up that sheet. I'm going to set up our small tent. I've got quartermaster.
Okay.
Alrighty.
A success. Just briefly, are you camping closer to like the water, the woods, or the tower?
I imagine, unless somebody disagrees, Garm would go on the far side of the tower from the lake.
Okay.
Unless other people want a view.
Done.
I think it should be up against the tower.
Yep.
Okay. East side of the tower.
Yep.
We'll hold off on the keep watch for a minute. Let's do the hunting.
All right. I had to reload, so let me pull up my sheet. What crap survival?
Ooh.
All right, 2. So I get 2 rolls.
Yeah, I was going to say you can roll twice on see what kind of animal and you can choose. Is that right?
Yeah, on the hunt table.
Yeah.
So 2d6.
Yup.
Oh, that could be good. That could be good. 2 deer.
Yeah. Isn't it just one and you get to pick?
Oh, you might be right.
I think it's like rolling an advantage. You roll twice and you pick the number you want, basically.
I gotcha. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't.
I'm not sure about that, so let's make sure.
It doesn't stipulate in the table I'm reading, but
You need some.
that makes sense. Now I gotta kill it.
Yeah, you know what, Sean? You're right. It says you can re-roll. No, it says you can re-roll once per additional success. So if you didn't like the deer, you could have re-rolled. Is the way it works.
All right.
So you want the deer, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we are in. Let me look at my legend here.
How many?
There's no bear on this table,
Clear.
otherwise Brett might be happy.
That's right. You're more or less in plains, right?
Yeah.
And it is summer. So summer is a 0 for maybe not. Hang on. Let me go back further. This is one place where I've discovered that Forbidden Lands does not have everything in one spot. Plains hunt is +1.
Yeah, +1 hunts for plains, and I think that is.
And so, do the seasons matter?
No.
They do for forage, but not
foraging.
for hunt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And once again, though, as we discovered last time, you're supposed to have a ranged weapon, right? Did you bring one with you?
No.
Or a trap.
Of course not.
Oh,
I
he's
think
going
I
to
have
use
a
his
trap,
bear
though.
trap. He's going to use his trap.
I have a trap. I have a bear trap.
Okay. So you're going to use your bear trap on the deer. Difficulty is 0. Potentially lots of meat here.
Yeah, lots of meat.
So we cut to Stas behind the bushes watching the Bambi approach the bear trap.
Just a little to the right. Little
Yes. La, 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 la. Yeah. Snap is right.
I don't think I can roll bear trap. So is it just it must just be survival, right?
Survival
Yeah,
again if you're using a trap.
Correct. With a +1 from the plains.
Shit, I missed
And the trap.
I need
The trap
+1.
has the bonus
Trap too.
as well.
So I got 2 more
What
dice.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cross your fingers. Will the deer get away?
No.
So far, the deer's getting away.
Come
Oh,
on. Fuck.
It's going to push it.
I will push it. So where am I at? I'm at. I don't have any. I don't have any ones. So yeah.
Is there a way you can click the trap to get it to roll? Because that way it would roll the right
I
like
can't.
equipment dice.
No,
No?
it doesn't work. Well, you just click. Oh, maybe. Yeah, it's not clickable.
That's a bummer.
we'll just just
Yeah.
Add
Let's
add it in as
do
a
this
2.
or roll 5. Right. The last 2 are your equipment dice, or however many you're rolling. We'll treat the last dice as the equipment dice if they roll
Well, I
ones.
can add 2 to the gear,
Yeah.
Doesn't
right?
Yeah.
But it would. It's only
Oh,
one.
There you go.
but
And
it doesn't show up under modifiers when you click survival. Like it doesn't say
Oh,
trap.
it does. It does actually. You're right. Yeah, there. I should check that, and I should check Master of the Hunt.
And to give yourself a +1 for planes.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. You got all kinds of modifiers here. If you fail, really, it's going to be sad.
Wait a minute. I gotta redo this because I think it adds the modifiers. So okay, survival,
It's got to
bear
roll like
trap.
20d6.
Master of the Hunt, yeah, and then +1 for. So I'm up to +4. All right, let's roll a sucker. Are you freaking kidding me? Jesus Christ!
Unbelievable.
But did not damage your trap. Is that right?
It did not, which is weird because it was checked. It didn't check it as gear. It didn't roll it as gear.
So how many? And the last 2 though would have
A
been
3 and a 2.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Son
So
of a
all right,
bitch.
it snaps, but the deer bolts into the woods. Last you see is the little white tail disappearing through the underbrush, the long grass.
Guess I'll starve.
Don't have to roll for because since it's only Q2. Remember, someone else can roll their dice for you too, right? They can loan you food.
Yeah.
All right, so now I need to do the encounter roll because Askelon is resting. Give me a second. Please. Okay. All right. one quick thing to check here. All right. Go ahead and Conn, make the keep watch roll.
Roll to keep watch. Okay.
Yep.
Oh. Can those be
Okay.
pushed or no?
I think keep watch can be pushed if it's a skill roll.
Okay. Gonna push it.
Feel free. Okay.
There we go.
Success. Okay. So while Stas is gone, Askelon is resting. Wow, I'm suddenly forgetting. Does setting up the camp take the whole quarter?
Yep.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. So while Garm is busy getting firewood and all that kind of stuff, what you see, Conn, is smoke on the northern horizon. Like, see all that you probably can't see it all, but there's due north of where your cursor is right now, like right here.
Yep.
Beyond that, more trees, and there's definitely smoke of some kind, like a large amount of smoke.
Like a battle.
Like a battle
Or a forest fire?
Yep. Either of those, you're not sure which. But there's definitely something burning up in the and it looks like a heavily wooded area.
Yeah. So that'd be 1/4. So as Garm's going about his work, when he passes by, Garm sees smoke, probably a quarter day, half day north of us. Looks pretty big. Battle, maybe a small forest fire. There's plumes of it.
That's not good.
No, but it is it is some distance from us still. I mean, it is not on the, just over the ridge. I mean, it is a ways.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and it's also not like black smoke pouring into the sky that's super obvious, which is, if you weren't keen-eyed, you wouldn't even notice it. Actually, there's a haze.
Have to keep an eye out.
Sure, buddy.
Okay.
Stas should be back soon. What do you think? Do you think he's going to bring something back?
Yeah, he's usually pretty good at hunting, and I think he's pretty hungry. Like, I don't think he's got any food on him anymore.
How much food do you got left?
Oh, I think I'm pretty good. Let me check. He pulls out his pack and rummages through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm all right.
Yeah, my pack's
stock up.
My pack's full.
Oh, well, you got more than me.
I'm going to hold it over him, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm picturing Stas as he comes walking back out of the woods. He's probably dragging the bear trap behind him like a wagon, except it's not rolling.
Empty-handed again.
Yeah, clang, 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 clang.
Why you carry that big thing around? It's too big. Look at it. What are you trying to do?
I don't know how. I don't have a ranged weapon. I don't know what to. It's the only way I can. I'm a trapper.
Not a good one.
Well,
have you ever caught anything with that?
I think I have. Yeah, of course I have.
I ain't never seen it.
Well, you haven't been with me long enough.
Right. Are you going hungry?
I don't have any food.
Ah, gee. All right. Well, I might have something for you.
Oh, stomach's rumbling too.
Conn, you're also forgetting that he used the bear trap to catch a squirrel last time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And there was that squirrel.
Oh, yeah. What's that doing for you now?
Well, I mean, it was good when it lasted.
A little stop and snack. All right. Well, we'll hook you up.
I appreciate it. I'll get you guys back. I mean, I almost had a deer. That's like a lot of food.
Yeah, almost ain't food. All right, I'll drop my food to D8.
Oh, are you actually splitting some and giving him a D6?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Stas, D6 of food. Don't roll yet. We're gonna, I think we're gonna get closer to the end of the day before we do the resource rolls. Askelon, as you wake up, so the day wears on. By the time Stas is coming back, it's around supper time. It's around 6. That smoke is still on the horizon. It's still kind of hard to see. So unless Conn points it out to people, they don't really spot it. Askelon, what were your stats at before? Your various. You're muted, Wayne, I think.
So I had strength to 0, and my agility was down by 1.
Okay. So as you wake up, I can picture you kind of, the camp is against the tower, right? Or right beside it. You feel terrible still. And your stats are, I should say, your agility has recovered. Your strength has not. Your strength is still
really?
0. Tis. So you still feel weak. Like you wouldn't want to be trying to stand and make a journey right now. You're too weak to do that.
Is that? Am I missing something? Is that part of the rules? If you,
it might be for the harpy.
What now? I'm sorry. The harpy.
Yeah.
Could be the ghoul damage, dude.
Mm.
Did he bite me?
Or the harpy damage or whatever.
He starts investigating.
Or dysentery or...
That scratched your head's all infected with the filth from that floor.
Right. That's right. Remember when you slammed into the chest face first and almost tore your ear off? And then your ear landed face down in the mud?
Can I?
Wasn't
okay,
mud.
so I still can't move then.
Correct. I mean, certainly, the rules say you can't take actions, right? You could get up and move around, but you're like shuffling, right? You can talk to people, but weakly. If you were to make any kind of roll, you'd fail it immediately, right? And if something attacked you, they would kill you. This is the way we'll look at this. You're weak.
Okay, Okay, so I can't make a skill roll.
Correct.
Okay, so I cannot tell whether. All right. Well, can I use my elvish talent?
What is that?
Meditate. Elves have a connection to inner nature of their own. Their immortality makes them less susceptible to trials of the world. By spending a willpower point, you can enter a state of deep meditation. This lasts for a quarter of a day, during which you must remain undisturbed. When you emerge from the meditation, you've healed all damage to all attributes as well as any critical injuries.
And how long does it take?
A quarter day.
Quarter day. You can absolutely try it. You don't know if it'll work, but you can absolutely try that. And I think that would be a fantastic thing for us to see. We haven't seen this yet.
I'm going to just say, look, something is still wrong, and I don't know what else to do. I can meditate, but I can, which amongst my people will normally heal us our damage. But if I do this, please don't disturb me. Just let me be. Well, will you watch over me while I do that?
Yeah, sure. Just go in the tent.
Okay. I'll look at all the shit-stained clothes. Are you sure?
Well, I guess we should wash you off first.
There is some
No,
water
it's
nearby.
okay. I'll just take off my clothes. I'm an elf. I don't care. And walk into the tent.
San Francisco styles. There you go.
Bony ass.
Yeah, right.
Just roll on in.
I will say this, Askelon, you can tell something's not right. Like, there's the equivalent of a disturbance in the force, whatever it might be.
Okay.
Something is bothering you, and definitely harmonizing with nature would be potentially enlightening.
I can't think of anything else. I mean, if I can't do magic or do a skill roll, then I don't know what else I can do at this point, but try this. So I will take off my point of willpower. Sweet,
you're close.
sweet willpower.
Yep.
Oh, so you have to
it's
spend
close.
willpower to do that? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to be in the tent while that's going on. So that's just moving. This is moving us into Q3, right? So you guys can picture early evening, moving on towards midnight, that kind of time frame. So it's going to be getting dark here, partway through the quarter, towards the end of the quarter. What do the other three of you do?
Garm grabs his sleeping furs and he leans against the tower and he tries to go to sleep.
Okay.
He has his sword like across his lap because he just looks at Conn and he's facing like north.
Where the
he's
smoke
by
is?
the tent. Yeah, by where the smoke was. He assumes that's where trouble's going to come from.
Okay. Conn?
I think he's going to spend the quarter training fast shooter 2.
Oh.
Yeah. So as everyone's kind of sleeping and meditating, I'm not sure whatever Stas is doing. Conn is going to be, let's see here, like running through the trees, pulling arrows, and just rapidly firing them, run tree to tree, just like between the two of them, find that moment and just let fly.
Dig it. Does this require a roll or is it an automatic upgrade?
Automatic. Because I got fast shooter 1.
And that's 5 skill points?
It's 6 experience.
Oh, that's right. That's what I meant. 6 experience points because it's level 2.
Yep.
Stas, what are you doing? You've been given some food, some rations of some kind.
Yeah. I am going to see if I can learn a skill.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to be something to do with cooking.
Chef.
Chef, probably.
Nice pairing with your trapping skills.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
But you got to make a wits roll, right?
I do, but I got to make sure I have what it takes to get one. This is new to me.
The right amount of experience.
Yeah. Here we go.
3, yeah, it's right on Kev, yeah.
What is it? Let's see. You can,
So you guys are telling me no one's keeping watch. Got it.
Not right now.
yeah. No, screw that shit.
No,
You're both like, I want to improve my character.
I'm training.
Yeah.
So is it the same amount of experience for every talent?
At level 1. And yeah, it
So
just
3,
depends
yep.
on whether it's 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, except for the spellcasters.
If you're not,
All right.
don't have a teacher, right?
Yep, if you don't have a teacher.
Here's my wits roll.
Do it.
You can do it.
Come on.
Yeah.
Success.
Yes.
We have a chef. Spend the points. Add that to your sheet.
So 3 experience?
Yeah.
Yep. Spend 3 and you now have a chef.
Talents really are the way to go in this game.
If in a Pathfinder mindset, yes, Phil.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I need to do a roll here. Stand by. Okay. All right. So evening wears on. There's some elf meditation happening that Wayne will have to describe and tell us a little bit about. There's a little bit of as it gets darker, there's a bit of a soft glow to the north. So that fire kind of continues. There's bow practicing, there's meals being kind of prepared and sampled and tasted and garnished and that sort of thing. But by the time midnight rolls around, Askelon, you come out of your trance. So describe a little bit about your trance and how you come out of it. You're going to come out fully healed like you would per your ability. So describe what that looks like as you emerge from the tent and the last minutes of your meditation.
You're muted.
Sorry, guys. I just didn't want to be. All right. When he's meditating, I think, oh geez, it's going to look like frickin' ET. That's what I think that came into mind was that the little gem stone that is part of their soul, actually glows. So I think that, like, in the center of his body, there is like a dull light, in the night that is actually like visible up close, as he is meditating. And I think it's, he's cross-legged, and at first he's like singing one of his songs, and then it just goes kind of quiet until he starts to come out of it. And then he, starts singing again. And then when he wakes up, that light goes out.
Cool.
And
Askelon, as you come out of the trance, if you look at your sense magic talent, if you look that up, remember there's two different varieties of it. One is, it's like a passive kind of always on sort of thing for magic that's used at short range. And one of them is more directed, like, can I find out more about what the nature of the enchantment is and that sort of thing. Something in the tent, as you're coming out and as there's this last flash of the gem within you, there's another flash, and there's something in the tent that's magical with you. We'll come back to Askelon in a second as he's looking for that, though. Stas and Conn have come back together. Garm, as you wake up, what was your stat damage?
1 to strength, 1 to agility, 2 to wits, and I was sleepy.
Everything heals except for your strength damage.
Okay. Interesting.
So you're waking up as 2 of them are coming back from where they've been training, and Askelon, you can do what you will in the tent, whether you're going to emerge or search the tent or whatever you're going to do.
I'm going to search the tent.
The amulet finds its way quickly into your hands. And this is the first time you've been lucid in seeing it, right? Those are chips of elven-like heartstones for eyes. You can tell the thing is very powerful as it's in your hands. What's Sean saying? He's muted.
Artifact.
Yeah.
I imagine that this is
XP.
not. I imagine that using elf stone for magic items is not really beloved by the elves unless it's an elf.
Probably, you tell me, but probably not. Especially since it looks like a human artifact or a human medallion or amulet or whatever. What do you do with it in your hands?
I'm reading the spell again.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if I want to know more about it, I have to actually cast the spell.
Mm-hmm. You can tell.
I'm going to definitely do that. I mean, I'm not going to. I'm definitely casting the spell.
Okay. I forget, what level do you have the talent at? 2 or 1? Because sense magic is only a level 1 spell, right? So you can cast it safely if you want to.
Yes, right. I will do that.
Just a reminder.
Great strategy.
So when I do that, do I just do the safe casting as 1? Is that correct? And so it's no dice?
Correct.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I think, does it say, Kevin, is it limited to just 1 willpower point? Or can you dump a bunch in there? I don't
Does
remember
each
that.
willpower point? Ooh, that's a good question.
Some spells it matters. I don't know that it matters for sense magic. I would say, Wayne, for our situation here, all you need to do is put 1 point of power into it.
Okay, I'll do that.
You'll find out more about whatever this thing is if you are successful. And
I
I
will
guess
do
you'll
that.
automatically be successful. So what do the three who have gathered outside, including Garm, who's sitting up, going, I still got a crink in my neck. I don't feel that great, right? What do they see? Because it's now at the end of the quarter. It's dark outside. There's probably do you guys have a fire going? Maybe not.
Stas was cooking.
Sure. It's probably a low cook fire.
Suppose. Yeah, I would probably try to put it as near to the tower as possible.
So I'm just trying to picture the scene, right? You're up against this dark tower, the night sky overhead. To the north, the forest is black except for the orange glow behind it. So you can tell that miles away there's this fire burning. But the tent is probably lit up with whatever this magic is about to be. What does the magic look like, Wayne, when Askelon casts sense magic? What do we see?
I think I'm just going to stick with the song thing. I think he actually is like talking to it, in kind of a sing-song voice. And I think because of the horrific nature of this device, he's probably weeping over the shattered elf stones that make up. And as he's doing that, there's just like this, circle of elven, writing and runes that are kind of glowing and circling this object as he's talking to it.
Love it. So you can tell these are the remnants of 2 different elf heartstones that are in the eyes of this thing. And the thing is filled with necromantic magic. It draws life force into itself, and it animates the dead.
Oh.
If you are able to harness this thing somehow. So you can feel, and Rust and the Rust brothers are known for, when they come across the restless dead, so the dead who are relatively innocuous and not necessarily harmful, they are known for capturing those guys and turning them into sort of their own soldiers, right? Which a lot of folks who are not Rust brothers don't like. So they're known to be necromancers and sort of, controllers of the dead and that sort of thing. So this fits right into that sort of category, but it appears to be quite a bit older than anything you see Rust brothers using now, and much more powerful than something that just animates, a restless dead from a corpse type of thing.
So since I have the spells,
yeah, you are a necromancer.
Does this mean that it boosts the spell to make like more powerful undead than you normally could? Is that kind of what its purpose is?
You're thinking maybe that you may be able to draw power from it when you cast necromantic spells. It's going to give you a power level, Wayne.
Wow.
But there are potentially some strings attached, as I said before.
Yeah. So, because I have, Path of Healing and Death, am I thinking this is why we are not able to like rest and regain strength with this thing around us?
Yes.
Motherfuckers. I don't know what the elf is for that. Sorry. Oh, you're recording this. Dadgummit, I'm sorry.
I think I'll be all right.
They'll do a little bleep bleep action.
Shoot, I'm sorry.
Or not.
I think he, what a conundrum. I think he comes out of the tent, and he looks horrified. I'm not sure, and he's still naked. Sorry.
In the dark by the fire.
Oh, thank goodness you're backlit.
No, I'm walking towards the fire. Sorry.
Oh, worse.
Oh,
I'm holding the rust, the medallion in my hand, and I come over to who's around? Does anybody who's by the fire?
All three of them, I think, we've described as coming back into the camp.
I will say this is a thing of great evil.
Prime Minute's rust.
Askelon, buddy. I don't think that's a big secret.
No. This is why it sucks the life force out of living beings. This is why I could not heal until I went into my trance. I said, I don't know if anybody else was like, did anybody else try to rest?
that's why must be why my shoulder still hurts. What the? That's not good. It's not good.
Get rid of
with
it.
With this device, the Rust brothers can create more powerful undead.
Well, can either get rid of it, hide it, destroy it. Don't let them get it.
Could toss it in the lake.
Sea monster. That'll
can't
protect
have
it from the Rust brothers.
That can't have lasting consequences.
No.
Did any of you gather my knives from the?
No. Did you see it in there? No. Sorry, Askelon. We dragged you out.
I appreciate. I've already I appreciate all you've done for me. I lay it down and I say I cannot let my brethren's. Actually, I don't even know. They don't even know. Do they even know?
No, we wouldn't know that.
I must remove these gems from it before we get
Why,
rid
they're
of them.
magical? They got power in them for you.
They are holy to my people.
Oh. I didn't know that the elves had a god.
It's the best translation I can make for the word.
All right.
Can I
Then
borrow?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you my knife.
Okay. Can I dig it out? Can I dig them out?
You can try. I want to take the tables. Put a thought out there though.
Sure.
I wouldn't mind ending a little bit early tonight.
That's fine.
I've got some family stuff to do. We could cut here. We could try to resolve the rest of the day. I think we have 1 quarter left. What do you guys think we should do?
We got 1 quarter left.
Yeah, it's about to be Q4.
Could do one. I mean, unless somebody's gonna do some crazy stuff, we could finish the quarter.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. But that also means, so I'll cut to the chase. Askelon, they don't seem to budge. No matter how you dig with that knife, the knife doesn't seem to score the metal. There's no jostling or movement. You appear to be unable to prise them free with the blade.
Okay.
If you want to really come onto it, we'll get into some rolls and whatnot. If you want to like try to smash it or something like that, but just trying to dig them out with the point of the knife blade does not appear to work. which
All
is
right.
a little surprising.
Yeah, I am and I'm not. But yes.
Yeah.
So I know what I want to do in that case. I don't know if we need to take time to do it right now, but what I want to do is to, is to throw this thing in the lake so that they can't be used, and I will know where it is. I can make an attempt to come back and retrieve it. So I would ask. I was going to ask if someone would row me out into the lake. I don't want this thing like near the land. I want it to be
In the dark.
I can take you.
I mean, we don't need to go out for like hours. I just want to get it far enough away that it's in deep. I think it's in deep water.
So how far are we talking? Because it's nighttime. Picture a dark lake.
What are you guys doing? Going out in the dark on the lake?
Wait till the morning.
I'm getting some. I need to get some sleep.
Same. It's been a long day.
Who's watching?
I don't know if they're going out on the lake.
Well, if we don't get rid of this, we're not going to be like healing.
Just throw it out there.
Yeah, Garm, give it a heave.
I could give it a mighty heft.
I mean, who searches the lake?
Just the sea monster.
Well,
Okay. All right.
That's also true.
Okay. All right. Garm,
Big sturgeon.
can you wing it out there?
Sure.
see how many skips you can get out of it.
Garm takes a moment and like looks at it and debates, and then he'll just arc it. Just chuck it.
Throws it as far as you can onto the lake.
Yep.
Okay. Like past the boats. I mean, we're probably talking, 50 yards or something, right?
Right.
Maybe you can skip it. All right. Going once, going twice. No one stops Garm. He wheels back.
No, I don't.
Big Orc hurls it. Askelon, you're seeing some significant power sail into the night.
It's if it wasn't, yeah. Believe me, there's part of me that doesn't want to do this, but I think it's just too perverse.
Garm hurls it into the dark, and you can't even see where it lands, but you hear a bloop in the water.
Wow.
Perfect.
Sure, that wasn't a major item of power that you could have probably wielded for fame and fortune and glory.
Oh, it definitely was.
Askelon, buddy.
It definitely was. It was priceless.
You might not find anything else like that out here. It's probably a rare find. I mean, if I knew how to use something like that, I probably would have kept it. Maybe bargain for something maybe more important, but I'm sure you won't regret it.
I'll be back this way.
Yeah. Do you have gear to go and find that thing in a lake?
No, I just have time.
Oh, man. You elves, I tell you, never tend to surprise, never stop surprising me. I don't understand. I need to get some sleep, bro.
I'll keep watch. Oh, while I'm down by the lake, I'll bathe off a little bit before I go back and keep watch.
Garm does the same thing with his shield.
Yeah. Wash off the harpy.
Yep.
All right. So I think Conn and Stas are going to rest. Is that right? Garm, you're keeping watch?
Do you want me to keep watch or do you want to keep watch?
I'll keep watch.
Oh, okay. Askelon's keeping watch. What's Garm doing?
Garm is going to attempt
Or are you going
to
to rest some more?
train shield
Yes.
fighter. Or not shield fighter, excuse me, sword fighter, not shield fighter.
Sword fighter. Is that new?
Yep, that's new.
Okay. So two of you are resting. Askelon's keeping watch, and we have someone training all night long.
Hey, go over there, man. We're trying to get some sleep. We'll beat up another tree somewhere else.
Okay. So you need a wits roll, I think. Garm, correct?
Yep. All right. Poop.
Oh,
Son of a monkey.
Will he push? Can you push? I think you can push.
I'm going to push if that's cool with you.
Yeah, I think you can. It's a skill roll, right?
Here comes breaking myself.
oh.
No,
Alright.
but you're tired. Is up all night.
Man, what is that? What is that orc doing out there? Just flaying around, crashing and banging, Stas. How are we supposed to get any
Hey,
sleep
man.
tonight?
I'm trying to sleep now, and you're not helping matters.
Oh, whatever. How can you
Between-
sleep through that racket?
Why don't you go and I don't know? I'm trying. It's like stacking every known possession on my head as I'm like trying to sleep.
Askelon, make me a scouting check, please, for your keep watch. Let me know if you want to push that.
I will.
Oh,
God.
dear.
Oh, jeez.
Ouch.
I'm really out of sorts.
Yeah, you are. So I think, Askelon, here's what is troubling you. There are now at least fragments of these elven heartstones trapped in this vile amulet at the bottom of the lake, probably forever now. So these souls of people that you may have known so long ago, you've just given up.
No, I didn't. I'm sure he's worried about it, but I was thinking he's thinking, I'll come back and I'll get them out somehow.
Okay.
But yes.
So that's
sure.
on his mind, right?
Yes, absolutely.
That's on his mind. And then Garm, I think you've been banished from the camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're making too many Lou Ferrigno manly man noises.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
And I think I'm seeing you maybe north of a tower in that field that's between the trees to the north and beyond that is the flames, the soft glow of orange on the horizon type of thing.
Definitely.
And as you're sweating, kind of nicking yourself, you still have the injury that hasn't really healed from the fight earlier. So it's just not going well, right? It's dark. No one's here to spar with you. So by the time you're like kind of sheathing the sword, like I'm going to give up on this, you have the feeling that someone's watching you or something is watching you from the forest. And as you turn towards the woods and look, you see several figures approach, and you recognize them almost immediately as a warband of orcs. And there's at least half a dozen of them, and they're coming and they're all looking at you. They've already seen you. And they are wielding weapons and coming your way like, brother, what are you doing here? As they come to the edge of the woods, you can see that some of them are injured. They're kind of painted up for war. They're clearly coming from wherever this battle was. And we'll next time get into clans and all that kind of good stuff. But as it is right now, they're like, who are you, boy?
Right. And it's dark
Garm,
and I can't see
It's dark.
sigils
Exactly.
and stuff like that.
Correct.
And
You can't tell which clan they're from, but you know it's a pack of orcs. And we'll resume next time
Hey.
with Garm face to face with them.
But do we need to roll food and water?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, you should roll not water because you're still close to the lake. It's easy. It's always easy to replenish your water supply, but you should roll food.
Oh, I gave you
Someone
food and
got-
I just lost food.
Look
What
at
the
all the
holy
food that's
heck?
going down.
I went from a D10 to a D6 now. You better start hunting, Stas. Let's get going here. Hunting, cooking. Get going.
Hey, you said you had enough.
Okay, I'm gonna start. You know what? You're not hunting
Why
anymore.
would you give me some and then you only ran out? That doesn't
I'm
make
the
any
hunter in the
sense.
group from now on. You give me the bear trap next time.
Yeah, no, we could go together. Maybe
no,
we could.
I don't need your help.
All right, that's fine. You could give it. Hey, you get it. I'll fry it up in a pan. You bring home the bacon. I'll fry it up in a pan.
Love it. That's the new arrangement. Moving
Division of
forward.
labor.
I wouldn't have taken your last morsels if I knew. Come on. I thought you said you had plenty.
I did until I had to give it to you.
Well, you didn't have to. I mean, I could have probably found something tomorrow, but
No, I didn't want to listen to you belly aching all night long. Oh, I'm so hungry.
I would be hangry.
Yes. There you go.
So a couple of you lost food, right?
Oh, yeah.
Askelon and
Oh,
Conn.
you did too, eh? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yep. Food's starting to dwindle.
Okay.
You got lots of water.
All right. Yeah, don't worry. I'll start hunting. It's
They
part
say
of my
you can
path.
survive longer on water than you can food.
It doesn't mean you don't can.
No, you survive longer if you have water. Like you,
I don't know.
it's like a long time. I heard. Yeah.
I don't know that water cures a grumbling stomach.
No.
Yes. Well, you know.
How do you build muscle with water? Doesn't make any sense.
I just hope nothing shows up in the evening when we go to sleep.
Guys,
This has been a Litterbox Studio production.